Our political reporter Greg Groogan is closely following today's elections.
Now he is in the studio with Bill King from Rice University's Baker Institute to talk all about some of the big races tonight.
All right, Bill, let's get straight to it. We're talking CD 18, Texas 18. Who will survive to succeed Sylvester Turner?
Well, Edwards and Menifee showed well in the early polling, but in this last closing days, Yolanda Jones seems to be making up a lot of ground, and she's very well known in that district. I'm sure her name ID is the highest. I would be surprised if she's not at least in a runoff for that. But you know, Greg, it all depends on what Al Green does. If he decides to switch over that race, if he does, he sort of clears the table, you know, for the election next year.
On to City Council, an at-large seat up for grabs, 16 candidates, but there appears to be 3 front-runners. How do you see that one?
Yeah, it's this many people on the ballot, and when voter turnout is as low as it is, it's very hard to predict. Typically, it favors the person with the best name ID, and that's got to be Dwight Boykin. So I think Dwight will be in the runoff for sure. I think beyond that, it's kind of a crapshoot who's going to be in there with him.
Yeah, potentially Alejandro Salinas, or Jordan Thomas, or maybe somebody from the outside.
It could be. I think it could be 3 or 4 different people possibly.
Okay, let's go to the state constitutional amendments. Prop 3, which is granting judges additional discretion to keep defendants behind bars pending trial. How do you think that will do?
I'll be amazed that is not passed overwhelmingly. I mean, like 70–80%. It's this issue about bail has really resonated with a lot of different communities, and you know, you and I've talked about this before on our show. What's your point? I'm not sure it makes all that much legal difference, but it removes the excuse that the judges don't have discretion, and so I think the voters are going to overwhelmingly approve it.
Okay, let's go to another popular constitutional amendment, one raising the homestead exemption from $100,000 to $140,000. Do you think anybody's going to vote against that?
I would bet $140,000 that passes.
Yeah, I mean, that type of measure is the type of thing that it's difficult to find fault with. Let's move on to some of the lesser known. There is a constitutional amendment which will drastically expand the amount of money we invest in our water infrastructure future. You want to talk about that?
I think it's incredibly important. We have this weird situation where down here in the southeast part of the state, we have more rain than we know what to do with, but in most of Texas, they don't have nearly enough rain. So this is a way to start trying to rationalize that and have a statewide water system. It's critical for Texas' success in the future. 15
seconds, the dementia research.
Yeah, this is really interesting. The state's going to put up $3 billion initially in a fund, and then there's some authorization to fund future. And it's going to go into an institute that's going to give it away to researchers, but the researchers have to have matching money for it, which makes it sort of interesting. And look, this is a terrible disease costing us billions of dollars. If we can figure out a cure, we need to find it.
Bill King will be with us all night as we have our Fox 26, the best election coverage, so please join us.